What's the secret of this winter? If you wanna learn, then hold on tight to your seats and wait for the story. Here we go. Far away, in a land where winter never ended and snow covered the earth like a white blanket, our story begins. The sky was grey and the air held a freezing silence. Ela'nın, with her long brown hair and a thick woolen cloak, walks alone through this snow-covered forest where the storm had just subsided. In her hand, the only thing guiding her is her lantern with a small fire burning inside. With every step, the snow crunches, but the forest yields no secrets. Ela'nın is searching for a sanctuary. Finally, the wind's howl subsided, and Ela'nın's flickering lantern light met the golden yellow light spilling from the windows of a small stone house that had appeared deep within the forest. This sanctuary was like a dream amidst the snow. Tucking her cloak tight around her neck, Ela'nın approached the door. She extinguished her lantern and grasped the door handle. The scent of wood fire and cinnamon seeping from within instantly dispelled the freezing air. This was the safe harbor she had been searching for. The moment Ela'nın stepped inside, the warmth of the house greeted her like the embrace of an old friend. Inside, there was the sound of crackling wood in the fireplace and the scent of freshly baked apple tart. The old, soft armchair in the corner and shelves full of books made her instantly forget the freezing world just outside. Ela'nın took off her cloak and stretched her hands toward the dancing flames of the fireplace. Finally, she felt her soul beginning to warm up as well. Just as Ela'nın's hands warmed up, she noticed an elderly figure sitting in the rocking chair across the room. It was her grandmother, whom she hadn't seen in years. The old woman paused her knitting and smiled at Ela'nın over her glasses. "I knew you would come," she said, her voice as soft as a lullaby. Ela'nın reached for the warm mug on the table. This house wasn't just a sanctuary, it was a doorway to the past. After taking sips from the warm mugs, Grandmommy reached for an old trunk beneath the table. She pulled out a dusty, leather-bound photograph album with worn edges. As she opened the album, the scent of old days wafted from between the pages. In the faded photos, a young woman who looked just like Ela'nın and a man she didn't recognize were posing with smiles on a snowy mountainside. Grandmother placed her finger on the man's face and said, "Behind every winter is a hidden spring, and behind every separation is a secret." Ela'nın realized this house wasn't just a sanctuary, it was where the answers lay. After the fairy tale truths her grandmother told, Ela'nın climbed the narrow stairs leading to the attic. In the room above, where dusty sunbeams filtered through, an old canvas stood right in the center. The painting on the canvas was unfinished. It depicted the very same snowy path Ela'nın had just walked in the forest. But with one difference. Beside the Ela'nın in the painting, a giant, pure white wolf was accompanying her. Ela'nın picked up the brush. It was as if she had been called here to finish this masterpiece. With the brush in her hand, Ela'nın took a deep breath in front of the canvas. The dusty sunbeams in the attic began to glow as they met the paint on the brush's tip. Ela'nın started adding the hidden spring her grandmother had mentioned to that snow path in the painting. Tiny purple flowers emerging through the snow, and a faint blueness appearing in the sky. At that moment, the eyes of the white wolf on the canvas shimmered. This wasn't just a painting. It was the very first step to rewriting the destiny. As Ela'nın applied the final brushstroke, the attic filled with a blinding white light for a moment. When she opened her eyes, she was no longer in that dusty room. She found herself inside the painting, in that familiar snowy forest. But snow had completely melted. The trees were covered with lush green leaves, and everywhere was filled with the purple and yellow snowdrops she had painted on the canvas. Before her stood giant white wolf from the painting. Its eyes shimmered like the white wolf from the painting. Hidden spring her grandmother had spoken of. The wolf bowed before Ela'nın. This was now the eternal spring, and Ela'nın had embraced her destiny as the guardian of this realm. End of the story. If you want to see much more stories like this, click a comment, like the page, follow the page, and help me. Thank you very much.